I was in a live stream earlier. I asked for a reading. And that thing of like, Genevieve, cut the ties, cut the energetic ties. Inside of me, like, I know. Ever since this, like, Christmas energy portal has been open, people's projections of what they want from me feels like I'm being lassoed. Lasso? How do you say that? You know, how cowboys have a rope that they twist into a noose. Then they throw it at a cow or a sheep to pull it in. That's what this energy feels like right now for me. How it feels to be 50 years old. Part of my mission and purpose is to rewrite scripts. Not to play the same running ones, but the lasso feeling of those trying to drag me back into what they want from me instead of what I want for myself. I'm gonna be straight up about the, joy of Christmas, yes, sure. But let's talk about the program of Christmas. When people who haven't not spoken to you in so long and have actually nothing to say to you start to believe that they miss you. Guilting, shaming, and labeling you as something because you don't want to participate in what they do. How it feels to be a mother who's struggling financially and has been for fucking years. And people dare buy my children gifts. They're so fucking frivolous. They'll be broken, not cherished, and they don't mean anything. Instead of being asked, are your basic survival needs okay right now? Making sure rent is paid, that there's heat and food. Somewhere right now, someone just bought a $50 candle and some stocking stuffers for someone who actually needs a fucking heat bill paid. The joy of giving a bunch of trinkets and shit that doesn't mean shit. Instead of asking somebody, what do you need? So wonderful. Somebody's gonna have one fucking scented candle that smells really good in a fucking home that they're almost being evicted from. We're in a reality that's so fucking surreal right now that there are players who don't even want to fucking believe what's actually happening. And the ones who don't want to believe what's actually happening are perpetuating the same fucking stories they always have. They're not ready to let those fucking stories go. I'm gonna speak for myself. I say I was born for these times. I'm here to go back. Here to move forward. If you love someone or something, you set it free. Because if it belongs to you, if it's meant for you, that freedom is a liberation that makes it that you would never leave. How people think they love another. It project and bleed into them in ways that is like beyond words. I started to think of an analogy earlier of what it feels like to be around people who are determined not to face their own fucking shadows. And the only way I could find a visual was, imagine you have a potted sunflower. I don't know. Sunflower's 2 feet tall. Pot. I don't know, it's like a gallon pot. It's full of dirt. That sunflower is like beautiful. It's thriving in that dirt. But when a certain energy, frequency comes around that sunflower, the sunflower gets lifted and is not in contact with the dirt. The roots aren't touching the dirt anymore. The sunflower's not thriving. If the sunflower can't get back and ground itself into that dirt, it's a sunflower that will not thrive anymore. And that's what it feels like when energetically people want something from us that we can't give. We're constantly being pulled out of our own little pot. Now, those of us who know that we are the sunflower in that fucking pot are trying to sustain, to stay in that grounded dirt of a little pot that's our bubble, our energy. If you knew you were derooting someone and hurting them by trying to make them into something they're not, or wanting something from someone that they can't give you, would you still be pulling at those fucking roots all the time? And I'm gonna say that, yes, people will still fucking pull you out of your fucking pot. Just like the first thing you learn when you work around water to save people's lives. It doesn't matter how well trained you are, how buff you are, what you can do physically. No one is to jump into the water without something to stabilize the drowning person that's going to fucking bring them down. I know that makes sense. But right now, people are drowning in their own fucking emotions that they don't want to face. Their demons, their wounds, their shadows, whatever you want to call it. We all got them. Some of us choose to actually fucking face our shit and work on it. Sometimes ask yourself, if you're watching me, are you the one that's making sure that everyone you have contact with in your reality feels safe in their pot when you're around? I'm gonna leave this at that. Know thyself, to thine own self be true.